Hello, I am Macy, and this is Just Press Play. In this place, we talk about life, culture, faith, and how it affects us as Christian believers. I am a lawyer by profession and a full-time mother, wife, and tita in real life. In this episode, we will talk about anti-social media. Let me start by telling you this story. A few months ago, my son asked me to help him shoot a video for his project concerning Berlow's SMCR model of communication. Berlow's communication is said to represent the most basic and the simplest form of communication. It also emphasizes the coding and decoding of messages. The acronym SMCR actually stands for the following: S for sender, M for message, C for channel, and R for the receiver. In our video shoot, I, as the sender of the message, pretended to be sick with tonsillitis. And since I couldn't speak, I had to use body language, which is the channel, until the receiver finally understood my message. The message is me not being able to speak because of the pain I was feeling and me wanting to ask for a glass of warm water to ease the pain. I had to act out and use my arms, my hands, my whole body, as well as my facial expressions in order to correctly convey the message across. It took us several takes before we were finally able to accurately show the message we wanted to convey. Our viewers had differing opinions on the accuracy and creativity, or the lack of them, of our presentation. It really is true that people perceive messages differently from each other. We cannot expect everybody to immediately get what we are saying, especially when we are not using the spoken form of communication. Doing this assignment with my son made me reflect on how social media posts can elicit reactions and overreactions from their senders and receivers. A few weeks ago, I remember reading a quote that says, "For each action, there is an equal and opposite reaction plus a social media overreaction." Do you agree with that? I do. And as someone with several active social media accounts, I have seen how current events, trends, social and political issues can invade our social media accounts. I have come across so many posts oozing with reactions and of course overreactions. And I myself have also fallen prey to being misunderstood in some of my posts. Not to mention the times when people seem to have attributed my selfies and musings to vanity. Ang sakit, di ba? Oh, teka, how many of you have been bashed in your social media accounts? Who among you felt depressed when your social media posts did not get as much reactions as you wanted? On the other hand, sino dito nang bash na ng post ng iba? Who among you have reacted violently and expressed direct dislike and disagreement over a Facebook post? I'm pretty sure most of us have experienced all of this in one way or another. You know, as with any other form of communication, social media posts can be misinterpreted by the viewers. The sender's message may be capable of multiple interpretations depending on the channel used to convey it and how it is understood by the recipient. Because of these differences in the way we perceive messages, whether we are the sender or the recipient, there is a need to be careful in expressing ourselves and in interpreting the messages we receive. I learned that it is advisable to do the following. Number 1, be mindful of our choice of words as well as the visuals or the photos that we use. Number 2, let's not be too quick to react on what we read or see. Let's take a moment or two before posting and reacting. Maybe in this way, we can truly have a harmonious social media relationship with our friends, our followers, and those we follow. And number 3, try not to overthink why and be paranoid when some people do not like any of our posts. Instead, respect and appreciate their silence. Kasi if we are not that careful in our social media posts, we could end up as being anti-socials in our own social media accounts. We wouldn't want to be labeled like that, would we? So the next time we see another selfie or any other post of self-expression, let's not immediately see it as an act of vanity or self-seeking attention or anything negative. Instead, may we see it as an opportunity to reach out and genuinely be the source of support, of acceptance, of hope for whatever situation that person posting may be in the way we see fit, including being silent. On the other hand, let us not use the reactions and the comments or the lack of them as the measure of our worth as a person. Our worth must always be anchored on how God sees us and on His deep, wide, high, and unconditional love for us. His love for us and His acceptance for us will never ever change. Let us not base our worth on what people has to say or not to say at all. As Christian believers, let us do our best to be effective channels of communication and not be anti-socials to social media. So I hope you get the message across, and I hope I have been effective in communicating to you this message. Again, this is Macy, and this is Just Press Play, and we are on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and it's Just Press Play PH. If you want to say anything, and if you want to be prayed for, or if you want to just share something to us, you may also email us at justpressplayph@gmail.com. Again, this is Macy. Have a good day, everyone, and God bless us all.